It's my turn, and I'm going to be brief before we go out to the audience, hear from the other board members. You know, as I alluded to before, I've spent a lot of time understanding Dover in my past life, starting many years ago. But I did have to reread everything in light of the facts here, and all the cases presented by both sides, and read the cases that they cited and how they were cited. And I would disagree with you, Mr. Glick, that Hume is instructive. I would say it is instructive. But I would also disagree with Mr. Michel. I don't think it necessarily is instructive in the way that he hopes. And if I look at Hume itself and the difference between religious use and educational use is an important one as we understand how these cases are analyzed. And one important thing stands out for me in the Hume case, and that is that the Hume RV camp or the Hume Lake program was a, quote, camping ministry. And the people who were engaged in living in the RV camp were the people who were part of that ministry. They were who would be, in the sense for the educational use, the students, not the teachers. The RV camp in Hume was not for the ministers, it was for the people who were a part of the program. So I would say that Hume really supports the idea that this use is different than the Hume use. In Hume, it was a camping ministry which was crucial and part of the very religious program, the camping aspect and the RV aspect of it. And here it's not. I look also, so Hume is one where they found that it was Dover, a Dover protected use, and I think this can be distinguished from that. Another one I look at is Worcester Dynamo. It's a very short case, very to the point, and it also found that that in that case it was a religious use that was found to be protected by Dover, in which they gave interns housing, living quarters, but the interns themselves were the program. They were the subject of the program itself. The students here are the subject of the program, not the teachers. So those two are very, very instructive for me, and they lead me to the conclusion that this is just a benefit, an employee benefit that that NECC wishes to provide in order to better recruit and train or better recruit its employees. It has no direct connection to the program that NECC has as its core. I do agree that it would have been more helpful to see more of the lease. I don't necessarily think it matters when it comes down to it for me. And you know, let's play for a minute. Let's play a little bit of a game of slippery slope. Does the proposition that an ancillary service for staff, which may be quite beneficial for NECC, is protected under Dover? Does that mean that anything that NECC wanted to put on this piece of property or on any property would then be protected if it was in the service of providing a benefit that NECC decides was crucial for their program. And we could run that hypothetical out to its absurdity. You know, what if NECC decided that because all of its staff were driving to and from work, that they needed to provide mechanic services, and they wanted to build a garage on this property? Wouldn't that have the same analysis? That's hypothetical, and I'm not looking for an answer, okay? But for me, the answer is yes, there would be no distinction there, or any other use.
I think that's a good analogy because there is a relevant distinction.
Excuse me, if I can't speak.
Oh, yeah, you're
If I
right.
can't speak, then Mr. Michel can't speak. Exactly.
It's still my turn, so I had to sit and listen, and I didn't interrupt you until the very end. So that's where I'm thinking, that's where my head is at. And, you know, I don't want to spend too much time further. I want to let the other board members have their chance, and if there's anybody in the public who wants to add to that, I want to hear from them. Again, new information only. But my last thought is this, you know, I look at Regis, and Regis is an important case, but I think that everybody seems to miss the most important lesson from Regis, and that is Regis College, which enjoyed a long relationship with the town of Weston and the surrounding towns, went through this process, fought hard to win these cases, ended up winning at the SJC, had the ability to do what they wanted to do, but didn't do it. And we can only wonder why, but maybe the lesson there is that they didn't want to further jeopardize their relationship with the community. And I think that's an important lesson. You know, NECC, I would think, and in my own mind, has for many years enjoyed great goodwill with Southborough and the communities around it, including Framingham. By pursuing this project, I think they burned through a lot of that goodwill, frankly. They do for me. Not that that's directly related to this analysis, but it is, in my mind, an important lesson from what happened in the Regis case.